Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rainbow Warriors will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Falcons offense will take the first swing of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
The Rainbow Warriors offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And the Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got it in the middle, it's Jamison. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
The Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Rainbow Warriors started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii. On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Back to throw. It's Alvarez. Going for the big play. He's got it up to 30. Touchdown, Air Force. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Fires downfield. On target to the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Alvarez. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes down the right side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
And how about the aggressiveness by this offense? Everyone thinking fourth and short, they're going to run the football. No, they take the big shot down the field. Everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. The offense, high risk, high reward, makes the huge touchdown play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Reads it, fires complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Here's the pressure. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the tailback. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
Trying to rumble in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown Warriors! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Burns. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Flying down the left side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cherry. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Alvarez. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Air Force.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets open down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Here's a heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on third down. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't...
Looking for a deep man. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Looking to throw, it's Alvarez. He's moving out of the pocket. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Falcons with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's landing. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The RPO, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Snap it to the back. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Rainbow Warriors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Hawaii! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Late in the game, and the confidence is building. If only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They'll move the tight end. The offense changing the play. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Alvarez. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. They're testing the right side here. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
The cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. The last time they punted it went back for 6. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 10 over Appalachian State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Takes the grab on the left.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. Make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And the Falcons have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. If they get the 1st down, you don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll run it again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Catch in the middle. It's landed. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How about the offense coming through in the clutch? 4th down. I'm giving you the ball back with a chance to go tie this game, go win this game. Nope. Gets the 1st down. The game is officially, well, not yet, but I'm just going to run the ball a couple more times, and I'm going to let that thing run out.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Air Force.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To throw, it's Alvarez. Into the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and